There was a buzz of conversation and laughter within the warm and home-like cafe. She had always loved this cafe, more than most she'd ever visited in her time of living in that city. It just had that unique atmosphere, created by the loving ambiance and open energy that the workers kept consistently. She was sure if she was allowed, she would definitely want to work in that establishment. But standing at the doorway of the cafe, just looking at one particular table in the middle of the room, just watching a young guy with dusty blonde hair conversing openly with a blonde girl in the cafe's uniform, she didn't feel that glad to be there at all. The cafe's waitress was laughing at a joke Donovan uttered to her. The sound of it, she knew, would make any boy fall in love. The jingle of it helping to brighten the cafe even more than it usually was already. No doubt that was how she got the job in the first place. Her train of thoughts were broken as she was dragged back to reality when the door behind her chimed open, and she was standing in the way of people trying to enter. Embarrassed, she sidled off to the side meekly as people walked into the cafe, and she was torn between whether she wanted to leave and never come back or just go up and confront the woman and make sure she knew that he was taken. But as soon as she saw the woman reach out her hand while laughing and touch his shoulder, she knew she made up her own mind and began stomping straight towards the table. When she reached it, she immediately caught the two's attention and stood firmly in between them, Donovan's eyes widening. "Oh, babe, you're here," he stated aloud, and the worker decidedly took her leave with a roll of her eyes. Triumphant, she turned back to Donovan with a bright smile and greeted him back. She sat down in the seat across from him, already being eased of her defensiveness, and was more than excited to spend the day with him. Honestly, she just couldn't believe he chose to spend time with her. While in her mind, she barely noticed an entirely different cafe worker come up to their table and greet them, and prepare to take their order. "Yeah, the both of us will get 2 coffees. One without creamer, thanks," he waved dismissively, the boy writing down the order before leaving to make it for them. She honestly felt kind of disappointed. Well, not disappointed per se,